I'm afraid that we didn't get on camera because the spy cameras I think all turned off after a certain period of time.
Oh, no way. They turned off again. Turn it on. How long did they stay on? Like I turned it on in the bathroom when I came back to the bathroom, and when I came out, it was turned on. Really?
So I might have blown $170 on stuff that doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that one for this.
Right. That's all we really need, and that's actually in a moment. I don't want you to talk about it yet.
What footage do we have?
We've got Brian had on his camera,
Okay.
so we absolutely have one. We probably don't have any of the other four, which is what it is.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have the troubleshoot yet, but
Right. Even if we didn't have it at all, we wouldn't have completely blown it because.
Oh, the experience is amazing. I think that's what it's all about. I'll wait to say that again when you have your camera. But when you do art,
give me 1 second.
especially contemporary art, it is of the moment. I mean, everything else is not as fresh. And that's the reality about performance art. Is that it's fresh, it's real, and it has that strange element of is it going to work, something going to happen, the security guard, all that just makes it, much more real of an experience for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we got out of it. We got something that, especially Izzy, learned from. I think everybody who was there, including that really cute girl that was, our volunteer, really was part of something that was special. And we can do a lot of things during the day. With me, I have to make art every day. That's what makes a day special for me. The days that I don't do it, I'm thinking about, I've got to kind of double up the next day. But going into the Phoenix Art Museum, having the strange element of energy happen in front of everybody, well, it's just really special. The experience of that, like you say, maybe the cameras on, maybe they weren't, but the experience of doing something in this very staid sort of semblance of real art, the real authority of Phoenix. And in a way, it's kind of a sham because most of the people who are in there are exactly the opposite of what this staid Phoenix Art Museum is. They're the creative people who really have made something from their heart, and it's odd to relegate art into being important and not important. All art is important. Many things that we have in our lives are art, and we don't think they're important, but they are. They're important to us, especially in this element, the idea of experience. And when you called me this morning and said, come on down there, we want to do something, I was thinking, do I have time for it? And I absolutely have to do it. I have to do it because, you're my pal, but more than that, I have to do it because it's real art. This is a strange, beautiful form of art. And having the authority figure, who was a Native American, I think, the guard, come up and sort of want to be the relegator of the authority from the Phoenix Art Museum to us, and saying you can't do that here. He didn't really have an idea. I mean, performance art. We didn't walk in with buckets of paint. We don't have a 3 new dancers with us. Although next time we should probably do both. Bring those in before the train, and then we'll have to take a girl. But I thought, what, this is fantastic. That we go into the place, we don't have authority, which makes it more real for us as artists. We in a sense BS the guard into thinking we do have some kind of authority, which is a nice form of magic. The idea of we consider to be legal and not legal to me is a sham, especially in America right now, maybe in the world. That legal is what? Legal is being registered if you're a Latino, Is it legal to walk into a store? Is it legal to have a beer? Is it legal to go to the Phoenix Art Museum? Of course it is. This is a place that belongs to us. So we're going to the Phoenix Art Museum. We're creating some magic in there. Is it all right? I think so. Is it detrimental to anybody? No. I think everybody had a great time. I think the unusualness of it, the strange setting of it, makes it perfect. So kudos to Izzy, kudos to Ben Mack for putting together something so interesting, something so fresh. And as an artist, I say thank you for letting me participate. It was great.
And Anthony is a co-creator and director of it.
Anthony. It was a pleasure meeting you.
And let's do the formal part now, and I'm going to start by getting this and coming down on you so that we've got the old spaghetti factory. And Jim, I'm going to ask that you start by introducing yourself, and then to explain what you were just a part of, and then to take it from there. Part of what you just said at the end is like perfect, because what we did was take somebody who has not seen themselves as an artist and given them the frame of an artist by doing a performance in the art arena. And part of what you said about that being real art, that's the crux in my mind of new genre public art, of that all art is equal, and that you take a person and put them in an art environment so it gets labeled art by the authority, but even without that, it is art. So I'm gonna get this. I'll come in, take your time with it, because Anthony will then use this as he sees fit. I just think that the old spaghetti factory, so that we know that. Lord, yeah, cool.
Beautiful.
It's the sign.
The shot is.
And are you on?
I am not on yet.
Okay.